In developing these sports science principles, we focused on three things. First, athlete safety, which is number one priority. Secondly, any sports science must be supported by evidence-based research. And finally, of course, it must comply with ASADA and wider legislation. They really focus on two areas. In the first instance, they focus on the application of sports science within a sports setting, within a club setting, within a sports institute setting. They provide guidance on things like supplementation policies, medication policies, injection policies. But they also provide really practical guidance to management and boards of organisations about how to think about sports science and how to oversight them properly.
Interestingly, these aren't necessarily new for the AIS. The review highlighted a number of areas where we do things very well. So what the sports science principles do is not recommend these necessarily as the way forward for sport, but highlight how a well-functioning system might be used or might be adopted by sport to help us make sure we're doing the right thing in terms of integrity and the practice of support for most sports.
They'll provide a useful resource for external organisations who are wrestling with the same sorts of issues and want to make sure that they have world best standards. The principles will give them a template which they can use to assess and mitigate their own risk on matters of integrity.
I think it means an increased standard over time. I think it means better support for athletes going forward and better advice and support for coaches. I think it means that we'll have a higher emphasis and focus on the behaviours of scientists, the behaviours of teams and how they interact. I think they're all really positive things for how sport will be supported, and I think it'll ultimately lead to increased international success, or at least that's our hope.
Sports scientists really across Australia will welcome the fact that we have a policy now which will ensure that the integrity of sports science as a noble and very valuable profession will be protected into the future.